This is Genesis 21:12. And the Most High said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight, because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman, and all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thou seed be called. All right, for in Isaac shall thou seed be called, even though Ishmael was technically his firstborn. All right, the son of a bondwoman. All right, the Most High says, in Isaac shall thy seed be called, meaning that's what a blessing that was promised unto Abraham. That's the child that is going to Isaac. All right. And Abraham, felt the way about that, because Abraham love your kids, and he loved Ishmael, but Ishmael wasn't the child of the promise, man. All right. Ishmael wasn't, the first male that was going, start the blessing of the lineage. All right, which eventually, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, unto the 12 sons. All right. He chose Isaac. All right. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at the top. Genesis 22:1. And the Lord visited Sarah, and he said, as he had said, and the Lord did unto Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived, and bare Abraham a son in his old age at the set time, of which the Most High had spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as the Most High commanded. And Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him. And Sarah said, the Most High hath made me to laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. And she said, who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should have given children suck? For I have borne him a son in his old age. And the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even Isaac. All right. So even Sarah, she knew, at this point that she could conceive. She said, get rid of this bondwoman, get her the hell out of here, man. You don't need her no more. All right. And that boy that she had ain't gonna be the heir. All right, our son gonna be the heir. All right, which is what the Most High said, But the way I met, she was just, she finally could have a child by Abraham. So then she starts shitting on the bondwoman, But it says, and the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. And the Most High said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of the bondwoman, and all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shalt thou seed be called. All right, so once again, this is the start, from Abraham passing it on to Isaac, the blessing. All right. It says, and also, this is verse 13, and also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. So, Abraham, Ishmael ended up getting a blessing anyway. All right, you see him over there in Dubai and shit. They blessed over there right now. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the fact that he was Abraham's seed. But the point is that the blessing, all right, goes from Abraham, Isaac, onto Jacob, onto the 12 sons. All right, because the Most High says so. Even when Abraham was feeling away, because Ishmael's still his son. When he was feeling away, he said, "Man, don't feel grievous. Everything Sarah's saying, hearken unto her." Meaning she said that's the truth. And Isaac shall thou seed be called. I'm gonna make Ishmael, speaking from the perspective of the Most High, I'm gonna make Ishmael a nation, but he not getting the inheritance. He not getting the blessing. Even though he's your firstborn, he ain't getting the blessing. All right, because the Most High chose Isaac, you know, as you get into the story of Jacob and Esau, all right, you know, Jake wasn't the first. Our forefather Jacob, he wasn't the firstborn. But so what? The blessing, the Most High already predetermined. It was predestined, you know, like they say. It was written, all right, that the blessing was go forth from Abraham unto Isaac, unto Jacob, and fall on the 12 tribes of Israel, all right? But, this is James 2:21. It says, was not, Salaki. This is James 2:21. It says, was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar? Seeing thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect. All right, was not our father Abraham justified by his works? That goes back to Abraham being chosen. All right, see, the righteousness of Abraham, or forefather Abraham, is what was the beginning, okay, or the genesis of the blessing, man. Going down to Isaac, going down to Jacob, because he did what the Most High told him to do. All right, he was asked to sacrifice, he was asked to sacrifice Isaac, and he didn't flinch. You know, that would be, you know, for somebody who wasn't, you know, completely obedient to the Most High, you know, as Abraham was, as righteous as he was, that would have been a hard thing to do, to kill your baby boy, you know. But he knew, you know, that the Most High wasn't going to tell him to do nothing wrong. He knew that, you know, following, you know, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua can ultimately be profitable, even if it's something that you may, in your flesh, feel like, you know, this is wrong, or, you know, whatever. You know, you may not understand it, but you know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua ain't gonna lead you astray. He not gonna tell you to do no unrighteousness. So you, in your mind, all right, you may think, you know, you may not understand. You know, I'm not trying to say you completely disagree with the Most High, you know, but you may not understand it. But, you know, the faith, all right, that's why I speak on the faith in the Most High. You know, he's not going to tell you to do nothing that's unprofitable, man. All right. James 2:21, was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar? Seeing thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect. He had perfect faith. All right. Our forefather Abraham had perfect faith, and you need perfect faith in that situation. You know, if you ask to sacrifice your son, you need to be fully, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess committed, for lack of a better word. You got to be fully committed to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, all right, or fully obedient to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to do something like that. Even though the Lord, you know, I'm going to get into the story, you know, the Most High stopped him at the last minute, but it was just a test of faith. All right, that's why Abraham had perfect faith, just like Job. You know, I always bring up Job. Job didn't go astray. Job didn't, I mean, he had questions, you know, but he didn't, you know, curse the Most High, you know, like Satan said he would, you know. He just went through that trial that he had to go through. All right, he had perfect faith as well. All right, but getting back to, you know, our forefather Abraham, his perfect faith, all right, is what got us the blessing, man. You know, Even though these things was written and preordained, all right, his perfect faith is what got us the blessing, man. All right, the fact that he was completely obedient to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and all of his works.